It is a great honor for me to receive this award. I believe the obligation of every human being, but particularly a Jewish obligation, to try and repair the brokenness in the world. And so, that's always been something that drives my work in JCRC and JCPA and in other volunteer organizations. My idea is that government should be doing things to improve the lives of its citizens. So, for instance, the suicide prevention bill that I've been involved in, and what the bill does is it requires every school to have a suicide awareness and prevention plan, trying to make sure that kids and the schools that they're going to have the tools to help them when they're really in need, when they are suffering.
David leads the policymaking agenda that guides JCPA and the JCRCs in their community relations work. And what's so important about this is the statements, programming, and content that we provide to our network are all based on these policies. And David has been an incredible influence on that process over the years.
One of the fun things about doing this work is the immediacy. There's always another issue that needs to be addressed. And when you get into this JCPA world, you realize there are a lot of convergence within the Jewish community. There's a lot of divergence in opinions too. So you have to be respectful of that divergence, and when we can't develop consensus, you have to say this is not an issue that is appropriate for JCPA to advocate on. We are not just interested in those things that are important to the Jewish community, but we also become interested in and advocate for those things which are important to other minority communities, other ethnic groups. So for instance, we have become very involved on immigration issues. Not as important directly to the Jewish community as it used to be, but based on our own experience. The suffering of the Jewish people that we were unable to alleviate because many of them couldn't come here before World War II. We are very active in advocating for criminal justice reform. This is something that is of extreme importance to African American and Latino communities and gives us credibility with those communities. And when you fight for other communities and their interests and to protect them from what you perceive as wrongdoing, they will return the favor. And that's the community relations model. And that's something that right now is extremely important. If we want others to commit to combating anti-Semitism, we have to be prepared to commit to the issues that are most important to them. And that's what JCPA and our local JCRCs have done for 70 years.
The JCPA Tikkun Olam Award is a very prestigious honor because Tikkun Olam is repairing the world. And the work that David has done with JCPA is felt throughout the country. He's earned this, and I'm very proud to be his friend.
I've devoted 20 plus years of my life to working with JCPA, and to have that recognized is humbling.